Hey everyone, Mackensie Lieberman here. So today what I'm going to talk about is the simple steps to start your own chatbot agency. So these are just some quick, simple things to keep in mind when you're starting out that will save you headache in the long run. So first thing you want to do is pick a niche or niche, however you want to say it. So starting out, when I was starting out, I was getting business or I was trying to find businesses in any industry. And you can do the same thing, but my suggestion is to niche down as soon as possible. Try and find a type of business that not only will pay you and pay you decently for the amount of work that you're putting into it, but also, and maybe even more importantly, find a niche that you like to work in, that you like to align yourself with. Because if you get clients in a specific niche that are just headaches and nightmares, how is that going to be fulfilling for you? How is that going to be awesome and make your chatbot agency something that you love to do? So I highly suggest picking a niche as soon as you can, but in an industry or two industries that you enjoy to be working with and that you also can get paid in. So the second thing to do, once you kind of get a niche or you get some clients, is create a case study from it. So my example of how I did this is with my restaurant client. If you've been around messenger marketing much at all, you probably have heard about my restaurant client that I've gotten amazing results for. Well, I ended up having a case study with the results that I got, and I've gotten a lot of other clients, not just in the restaurant industry. So that's also where if you pick a niche initially or have a business that you work with initially that you get amazing results for, you can use that case study to then align yourself with an industry to get into an industry that you really want to work with. You could say, hey, for the fact that I had that restaurant, you could say, hey, gym owner, you love gyms, you love working out, you would love to help gyms get more customers. So he says, hey, gym owner, look at this case study I got for this restaurant, and look how many customers I got them. Or would you be interested in me getting you something similar? So get a case study that you can use to get other clients. Then what you do is, and this is kind of along the same lines, with the case study, is you leverage these results, and here's the key to get high-paying clients. So, for example, in my example with the restaurant client, restaurants, for like individual restaurants, you usually don't get, high ticket price tags with those, but you can use those results that you got to then get higher paying clients. Let's say you then want to use that to get a dentist client or an orthodontist client or a real estate client, right? That you can then get ones that pay more because of the amount of customers and what a customer is worth to them. So with this, you want to leverage the cost per acquisition for, to the new client. Say, hey, this is what I was getting this client or this business and how much it cost per customer that I brought them. The second thing you can leverage is also the conversion rate that you got. So saying, hey, out of this many people that we contacted, we had this many turn into customers. So those are a couple points that you can really leverage. Now, people who have done this, it's not just me. One person that I know of who is a student of mine actually, that you may have heard of, her name is Abby Walla. And she actually came to me from having an agency already. And she actually was able to utilize bots and using this case study to set her agency apart from other agencies, and being able to leverage the results that she got. She actually has a client that she ran bots next to ads that were going to a landing page, and the bot results were so much better than the landing page. So she's able to leverage those results, and she's really killing it in the cryotherapy industry specifically amongst others. And so she's been able to leverage those results. But even though she came to me with having an agency already. I also have some students that have zero agency experience whatsoever. One example is Doug. His story is really cool. He's just starting, and he has a barber that he wanted to run ads for to get his barber more clients, right? And so he's actually doing it where he's getting free haircuts in exchange for running this initial campaign for his barber. So it's great to see someone starting out like that, just being able to get these results and get a client that then he can create a case study from, and then leverage those results either for, he could expand it into salons, spas, things like that, or just using it to get into another niche that he really likes. If he wants, he can continue to get free haircuts too with his barber. So I've done that with that restaurant client actually. I started out and he was only paying me, or I asked for $500 a month, when I was first starting out, and he said that was too much. So we compromised, and he's paying me $300 a month, and I get free food too. So that's a win in my book when I was first starting. So, and I've been able to use those results that I've gotten to get more clients that pay me higher, right? Another example of this is Juan. He's not the most techie guy. He's actually wanting to try and make the tech less confusing for him in terms of his agency, using ActiveCampaign, using a bunch of other software. So he is actually using bots and learning bots to just, or to get his clients leads without having to do all this other techie stuff. So even though he's not really totally a techie person, he can do this with bots. And he actually is getting case studies and doing this with a simple bot for a martial arts school or martial arts location, and then also a real estate agent. So being able to take those results that he's getting, just a simple lead generation bot, to then leverage to get more clients either in those niches or similar ones, and be able to increase the fee that he asks for that as well. So those are just some examples I wanted to give, and also the steps that you can take. And it's super simple laid out and just super top level to be able to utilize this to get more clients and to start a chatbot agency. So stay tuned. I'll be coming out with some more video training. Thanks.